I joke that Carmel is a hermit attractant. It takes a particular type of person to be satisfied with living in this little coastal hamlet, this enclave, all year round. Up until recently, we had always had less than 3,000 people. So we know each other, we support each other, but it does take a peculiar type to pull this off, I think. My great-grandfather got to come here and work quite a bit. So he was a professional artist and sort of a master of woodblock printing. And so he would do sort of prolific watercolors of the region, use those to then create woodblocks in his studio after the fact. But as a native from Oakland, he traveled here constantly in the inception of the artist colony age. So I have paintings from him that are more than a century old of Pebble Beach, Carmel-by-the-Sea, the Monterey Peninsula. That is perhaps the cry I felt to come to Carmel, rather. I am massively interested in making everything I touch. It's a goal. I don't say that I practice it entirely, but I think it's fascinating and interesting to create our own worlds. And the more that we work on everything around us, the more those things take on a life of their own. I love to weave in meaningful motifs in all of my public-facing works. If I have a signature, it's that. We're here at the historic Hofsas House Hotel, where Maxine Albro actually painted a series of beautiful ornamentation and murals. One of the primary murals you can actually see right here. It has a theme of Bavarian people and florals, as well as a few folk flowers and birds. I had the pleasure of restoring this mural, and a lot of the details you can see throughout the piece. I just kind of focused on finessing a lot of her line work that had already existed and just giving it a little bit more of a firm palette. What she had done was just beautiful. It was like an invitation into her mind to see how her work had actually been built. You could really a delight because you get to learn through osmosis. It's an experience to get to see someone's work this close. I got to just restore lovingly. This was my first public commission. I got to work with the city and the Carmel Public Library to get approval for this. The proposal that I included was a finished illustration exploring how Carmel has this rich history and how I'd like to see that referenced and honored. I've been happy to see people gathering up in front of it ever since I painted it. I'm encouraged whenever I see people treasure things that are longer than their own lifespan. I love the idea of generational work, things being built on, getting to honor artists that came before and craftsmen as well. And my hope is that in a century it's still here. One hopes. Who knows?